Oh, great. Let me look at my second display. Good. So thanks again. We're live, we're recording. So let's kick it off. Thanks again for everybody who joined. Also for everybody who will be watching this later. My name is Vlastimil and I'm the founder of Leadspicker. Today here with me is Tomas, who is our Chief Product Officer. So if I don't know how to answer any questions, just ask him because he knows this better than me. So what are we going to do today? Today we are going to show you one workflow that immediately after we implemented this brought us first deals because it is tracking LinkedIn posts and it's monitoring all of your past customers already anything you choose for signals. But before we jump right into this, why actually who we are and why you should why you should think that we understand a thing about this. So let me quickly share my screen, and this is what I want to show you. Today, uh, we will be showing one of the workflows. The screen is live. So today, we will be going through this workflow. So I can show you the post. Uh, yeah, it's like this, where I will be showing exactly how I use it to track around 1,000 accounts for buying signals, and why we believe we understand a bit of this is that this is definitely not the only workflow that we build or that we are posting. There are more of them that focus on likers, commenters, any engagement around LinkedIn, like this one with our robots that you can also look at. Also, if you want to see something really complicated, like today, it will be not basic, but also not extremely advanced. If you want to see something advanced, I'll show you what we have built for some other companies. So let's, yeah, I think this is the project. So this is the work that actually Thomas built. So if you want to see how a complicated workflow looks like, I'll show you right away. It's loading. Yeah, so I'm not going to zoom to all of that, but uh, this is a workflow that has a lot of conditions, very complicated rules, and it's using not only our tool, and we specialize on automated LinkedIn outreach, email outreach, scraping, all of that, but it's also using many other tools and APIs on the market to build some business case. So luckily, our workflow today is not that complicated. It looks it's basically, I don't know, 7, 8, or 10 nodes, something like this. So I hope you will be able to replicate this. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Toma, do you want to? Also, you can stop me if I forgot about something.
I have nothing to add. You can continue.
Okay, so as I mentioned, we will be building a workflow that monitors all the people that you want for the LinkedIn post. So what it actually does is that the robot, which is very important, we are not going to use your LinkedIn account for this. So I'll create new account, and you will see that I'm not connecting my account anywhere, so I can't get blocked with Leadspicker. Really, this is very important nowadays. And but what the workflow is going to do is that it will go through profile of the people. That we have on the list. So we are using the people that ever bought something from us, and it goes to their activities and basically looks at what they have been posting in, since the day that we want, and we scrape the information what was the post about. Basically, this is this text, and then we use GPT to look for signals, and the signals are something which is specific to all of you. For our use case, we are using for anything related to business expansion. We are looking for anybody who is looking for marketing, sales, automation tools, or even because we have a lot of users who are using us to scrape data on founders to find some startups. So we also are using this as a signal. So anybody who is mentioning that they are right now looking for startups, we want to know about this. Why this workflow? It's because it's really difficult nowadays to keep track on all the people, and also we believe to spray and pray and spray on everybody anytime doesn't work anymore. But what works is to know when is the time to actually reach out. And this workflow is actually uh, just a notification for you to react on this. We also have workflows where we automated it from the beginning to the end, but this one really is just a notification that tells you, okay, this is your customer, and they just posted that they're expanding to new market, so we can click, reach out to them, we can and write something like menu. So it's helping you with this part. The outcome of this looks like, let me show you our chat. So let me move it to here. All right. So I'm sending this to our Google chat, but you can actually send it really anywhere, any like Slack or any any solution for internal chat. And I created for this channel, which is called Account Signal Tracker, and this is the outcome. So every day at 12, the automation starts, goes through thousands of people, looks at what they posted, and if there's something new and it mentions some specific signals, then I get the notification directly to chat. This is the outcome, and if we find the buying signal relevant, then we can just you can just click on here. Let's choose something. Uh, you can really click on view post to see where the signal has been actually found. And also you can email the author. So basically it opens the email and you can write a message right away. This also could be automated, but for this purpose, we are just, trying to track what's new. All right. So let's get into this. Maybe a question. Has any of you ever used any low code? That do you have experience with any low code solutions?
Yeah, like Bardeen, for
Yeah,
example.
Bardeen. I'll be using N8N for this one, or Make, anything like this.
Yeah, I've just started like experimenting with clay.
Yeah, yeah. Clay is a little bit different. I'm not sure if I can build this with Clay.
You
Uh,
can
You can
connect
make
the API into the Clay, but here will be the issue that Clay do not support basically to refresh that on daily basis. I think it's called API once, and that's
yeah. I don't believe they can, run this every day. And I
Mhm.
believe it's not the so it's not perfect fit. Clay is not perfect fit for these automations. But
Exactly.
for those of you who don't know this, I'm going to use this solution. Sorry.
And I
Uh,
think you can integrate Apify with Clay. Then, yeah, Apify would like send data to Clay, and then Clay would do the rest.
yeah. Maybe I'm not sure if Clay can run this like every time. But yeah. So yeah, I need to double check. I don't know. I'll be using this tool, but
Okay.
also you can build this with, I think it's make.com. It's very similar, and there are other platforms like this. Uh, we are using this one, and we are actually hosting it on our own servers because it's actually open source, so we don't need to pay for this, and also we can give it very decent computing power. But that's a little bit more complicated. The pricing for this tool starts from like $20, so I believe it's a pretty good value. All right, so we are going to use this tool. The next thing that we are going to use is Google Spreadsheets to load the list of people and then update the list. We are also going to use Google Chat, but I believe it can be replaced for Slack or anything. And we are going to use our Leadspicker API, and we can go right into this because yeah, we'll go right into this. For all of you, I believe you should have received our resource where I'm explaining everything step by step. And if you haven't received that yet, well, I should send you this link, and you will get this directly into your email, and also you get the resource right away. So here's the link, and I believe that if you haven't received that yet, just go there and follow the steps. Okay, so in this resource, once you get the resource, there is step by step what we're going to do. And one of the first step is that we need to generate the API key, which will allow you to scrape all the posts daily without the need of plugging your account, without any risk to get blocked. This is, by the way, something that you don't find with Shopify or any other tool. I believe this is very unique. Also, in the resource, you get the N8N code. So basically, it's the work. If you click on it, you can just copy the entire code like this. Okay, and then once you sign up for Nathan, N8N, you can create new workflow and just paste it here, and that's it. You get the whole code, and it looks like this. So really, in the resource, if you scrape to this point and click on the link, here you have my entire code. So you can just copy paste it, and you can work. You can really work with that. Okay. So what we need is the API key. It's very simple. I'll show you how to get one. We will be using our API for this. So if you want to test it out, you can just sign up like this. I'll actually sign up with you. So I recommend to all of you, if you don't have account yet and you want to try and generate your API key, go and sign up. Also, we will be happy to upload you some more credits so you can test it out. But let me show you how to do this. So I will do last
And
thing.
if you already have an account, feel free to reach out to me directly from platform via Intercom, and I will basically extend the trial in terms that your trial already run out.
All right. So sign up like this. So let me know, or just double check if, yeah, you can just try this out. The link, I'll send you the link to, I will send you the link to test it out. So it's basically this one. All right. You also find it in the resource. So you can sign up like here. So once you're in, you can fill out some information about you. So it helps us to understand who you are. So Leadspicker webinar just for ourselves. I know this. I do email enrichment, LinkedIn outreach, signal tracking. Okay, let's build. All right. So once you are in our platform, there's for this workflow, the only thing that you need is to go to integrations and create new API key. All right. So I'm going to show you the key because I will revoke the key anyway later on. But here now in the platform, you have your own API key, which you need to copy and paste into the workflow. So I'll copy this, and I show you something I hope pretty unique and interesting. For the more advanced view, if you go into our API documentation, you will realize that you can automate anything from what we have built. directly like through APIs. But today I want to show you one specific endpoint, which is LinkedIn post. So the workflow is built with this post. And what I want to show you is what is the raw data that we are getting about people in the workflow. So if I click on try this out, I can here put, for example, my LinkedIn account, so my LinkedIn handle like this. Yeah. By the way, this is the input we need from your customers. If you don't have a LinkedIn account for all of your customers, just let us know. We can help you to enrich this just from name and company name, but the workflow needs this link to the profile. So I will put it here and run execute. So this is just for the more technical of you to show you how the raw data looks and where you can get the kernel that you can use for your automations. But basically, this is the important part. So here, as you can see, are all my recent posts. So this is my recent post. So if I go like this, I'll show you in real time. So basically, I didn't connect my LinkedIn account. I just create a new profile, and I'm able to get. So if I go to activities, here it is, right? So I'm getting the recent post, really, and also this one and another one, the social data tracking workflow. So I'm getting the recent post, and what's unique, unlike many other data providers, it's real time. So I'll show you something right now. If I Yeah, I'll create new post so you can see how quick it is, and that this is really not fake. This is a real data. So let me create new post. Create a post. Let's call it test webinar. All right. So I made new post. Where is the post?
Let's refresh the page. Maybe it can take a time when the post is successfully published.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I made new post. So now I will call my the API again. So it takes how many? Few seconds. And as you can see, I scraped the latest post. So it takes 5 seconds. And if I remove the post like this, so post removed, if I call the API again, I will see really what's updated. So it's really real time. It's not like 1 month old data or something like this. I believe this is really unique to get, and it opens a lot of opportunities. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to the workflow. Okay, so what I did is that I just took this code. I went to Nathan and I pasted the workflow here. And let me explain what we need to exchange. The first node is basically the trigger, and I'm shooting this API every day at let's say really at 1 p.m. for example. 1 p.m. 1 minute. So this is up to you how often you want to run this API call. I do this once for this particular use case once a day, but yeah, no problem, Pim. Looks a bit too technical for me. No problem. So for other use cases, I'm running API calls every few minutes, for example. So if I want to monitor whenever somebody posts something relevant. So the first node, it's actually a trigger that is running the workflow again and again. The second node is a link to a spreadsheet. So the spreadsheet here is like this one. So here, this is the in the node, sorry, in the resource, you will find a sample Google Sheet. So what you can do is to open the spreadsheet and paste here the information about your clients. So the LinkedIn, ideally the email, and the information. So I have done this already to recommend. Basically, we need the list of people that you want to monitor. So I did this already for ourselves, and let me just remove some of the, yeah, let me, because I don't want to run it through everything. So let me remove some of the data like this, and let's, because this workload is also updating when was the last time when was the last time when yeah, when was the last time when we run this workflow. So imagine that I just created completely fresh list of people I want to monitor. So again, in the resource, if you scroll down, you will find the step 7, you will find the sample Google Sheet. You need to fill out this Google Sheet. This is the list of people you want to monitor. For this demo, I have a list like this. All right. So really, if you are in N8N for the first time, it will ask you to authorize your Google spreadsheets. So it's very easy if you're using the $20 subscription from this code, because it basically you just connect, authorize with your Gmail, and you are in, and you just link from which spreadsheet. So this is the spreadsheet I have on my platform you want to use, and from what sheet you want to load the data. So here I'm loading from the, yeah, so here I'm loading from the sheet 1. Okay. So let's try this out. Let's try this out. I click a test, and it should, yeah, it loaded the data from my spreadsheet. So as you can see, I got here a list of 18 of our past clients. The next step is that I want to loop one row after another. So this is just basically telling the workflow that I will always take one lead and send them, one lead, send it to AI, check for send notification, and then continue. So I'm doing it one by one. Right. Now, this is the part where you need to put the API key from Leadspicker. So if you remember, we created this API key, which you can copy and paste in the workflow here, like this. And now, if I test this out, I need to start it from scratch, right? Okay, so let me try again.
Rusty, let's zoom out for the whole workflow. I just think that on the end of the workflow, you just have some warning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, you just need also basically.
Yeah. I thought I can launch it without finishing this one. Okay.
But you can, for example, click to the node basically before the second if condition, and it will run.
Set up everything. So for this one, this is the one that is calling. Let's call it the Leadspicker API. So this is the one where I need to put the API key. This one is the GPT node where you need to edit what is the prompt. So my prompt is that I want the AI to imagine that they are a business development expert, and I want them to analyze the post that I'm sending there from Leadspicker. And here I listed the signals which I want to get notified on. and yeah, I explain an example like this template. Everything is in the resource, so you can just rewrite it for yourselves. And I'm actually linking the output of the API into this. Then we have few technical nodes that you don't really need to change. Here I have two if nodes. So if there is no signal, I'm not continuing. And if the post has been if the post is if the date of the post is not new, then I'm also not sending any notification. So this is just making sure that I'm getting only new notifications. So now the last one is how to actually send it to Google Chat. So, and this is where I made the mistake, because I didn't want to give you uh, uh, Eduard, yeah. I can explain a little bit later, but later on the self-hosting. But let me finish this. So in the resource, I removed the URL, the webhook of our chat, because I don't want all of you to send me notifications. But basically, if you are using Google Chat, all you need to do is to go, to the chat, create, for example, a new channel like this. So let's create a new space, webinar test, create. And here you need to go to the apps and integrations, webhooks, and click on add webhook. You can just name it webinar test. You can also link it to some picture. I put there the LinkedIn picture, but you can really put there anything and save. So once you have this, you created your first webhook, and if you copy this webhook into the workflow, then it will be sending the chat notifications directly there. Again, I try to explain step by step with the resource, where you need to click, how to create it, so you can look at this a bit later. Okay, so let me save this workflow. Let me save this workflow and let's see how this works. So I'll maybe open the chat. And let's see how this works. Okay, so let me test the workflow. So what happened here is that it loaded the data. Now it is I can zoom in. Now it is loading the API. The ChatGPT looked at the message to find if there was some signal or not. And let me see. It decided that it wasn't a signal. So now we're getting first one signal detected, and it goes through another row. If I also make it bigger, it went through 7, 8, 9 rows. So far, it found one signal, which is already here. I could use bigger monitor, and yeah, this is actually how it works. So there is no signal every day, but basically it's going through this and it's sending this nice cards, and now it's going to send another one. Okay, we have another signal found from Monica, Speed Up Ventures Capital, and you don't really need to change anything in the node, only the webhook. We just made sure that it's sending such a nice cards.
And
Mhm.
you can basically just set up signals by yourselves. And basically, if I remember correctly, the signal classification is set up in OpenAI node.
Exactly. Yeah, so I will show this. This looks technical, but none of us can actually code. I mean, not me, and Tom does a little bit, but I was able to, to replicate this with ChatGPT. So basically, this is the JSON that is being sent to Google Chat. This is what makes it, nice. So you can just change the text to whatever is relevant to you, and it will be in the Google Chat. It will be adapted. So and the signals are actually here. So if I make it bigger, this is the prompt. This is the prompt. So if you rewrite this for you, if this rewrite for you, it will be looking for your signals. And in one of the nodes, let me check. In one of the nodes, like here, it says like if there is no signal or no signal with I did both with capital and with small n, then if it's true, then it sends the Google Chat. So it looks difficult, but really you can copy paste the code. You need to put here your own API key, and you can try this with us for free. Here you need to change the prompt and your ChatGPT, so OpenAI key, and here your webhook, because you want to send this to your Google Chat, not to mine. And that's it. The workflow will run. And one more thing is that you need to have a list of people that you want to monitor. It's
And
it's really like this.
And also in terms that you plan to integration directly to Slack or
Mhm.
some other tools that basically you can try to find this app directly
Yep.
in Nathan, because Nathan also have already a lot of supported app. You can try to write to Slack.
Yeah.
And as you can see, so you can finish that with a Slack message or something just like that. But we are absolutely okay to utilize the webhooks directly from the Google Chat. So it is
Yeah.
how it is.
Yeah, so really you can send a Slack. I also believe you can load the data from anywhere. It doesn't need to be Google spreadsheet. So if you're using anything from Microsoft, or if you're
Uh,
using,
it
really,
it can be directly your CRM. For example, you have the pipeline for most important accounts. You have the people allocated for those most important accounts. So you don't need to start with a spreadsheet, but you can connect your CRM, and you can also end up the final message with a CRM. But for example, you create the to-do for your sales reps to write to this client. Yeah.
yeah. So as Tom is a little bit going already to what I wanted to discuss next. Like this is the beginning. This is the beginning. For me, the outcome was notification in chat, but you can update CRM. You can even automate sending emails. And if you want to run LinkedIn outreach, email outreach, automated with the messages personalized, connected to this, we can help you with that. We have some expertise. What else? You can update CRM. You can. There are even tools that can send notification to mobile. Really anything. And you don't really need to understand. You don't need to understand how to code. And what I actually do very often is that if I don't know what to do next, then you can just go to Google Chat. You can just go to Google Chat, and then you can take this whole code, you know, and you can ask Google Chat like, I
Not Google Chat, ChatGPT right now.
I want to send a notification to Slack instead of Google Chat, and this is the N8N workflow that I want to edit, and yeah, tell me what to do, and you just paste the code, and in a minute it gives you exactly what you should do. And this is this is, by the way, what I'm doing all the time. So it tells you what you should update. It gives you example, and that's it. So instead of calling Google Chat, I would change the webhook to Slack, change it, and it tells you step by step what to do. So yeah, very very helpful. Mhm. So we have
So
questions.
yeah,
What kind of other linking features we can have with the API? Really good question. So I can show you a couple of more things. Like first of all, our platform allows for LinkedIn outreach and email outreach from unlimited amount of accounts. So you can even with one subscription, and we start from 90 bucks. You can connect, unlimited emails. With the other tiers, you can connect even I think like 15 LinkedIn accounts, and you still pay one subscription, not like 15 subscriptions, and you can automate the outreach also from API. Then in the API, so anything in the API, anything what's in the product can be also done in the API. So what we can do is that we can run robots. I'll show you like this. So we can test. We can run robots like these ones, which are scraping LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So you can scrape really anything from Sales Navigator. Again, you're not using your account for the scraping. In this case, we use your account to load your filter because uh, one account is not able to see all your filtering options. So we load the filter, but then we don't use it, so you don't get blocked. We also have robots that can scrape different posts. So, for example, if you want to monitor a competition and make leads out of the people who liked or commented with the post, also possible here. And we also you can scrape job portals. So yeah, like reach out to anybody who is just looking for some specific person, and yeah, you can use the information to personalize the message, etc. If you have something, maybe one more thing which is not in the product but it's in the API, which I actually like a lot, and it is called activities. So it's a little bit stalking, but I made really interesting use case around this. So let me see if I'm authorized. So quickly, let me create a key like this and authorize. So let's go here, and what I can do is that if I put here my LinkedIn URL again. So yeah, it's called LinkedIn Activities. We've been using the LinkedIn Post API but endpoint, but this is the LinkedIn Activities. And what it actually does is that we can monitor not only what are people posting, but we can also monitor what they like. So it's this part. If you go to activity and to reactions, so you can actively see what I liked, what I commented, and all of that. Why is it interesting? From these activities, you really can see what I like, what's my interest, also what are the people I'm following, I'm commenting the most. And I tried this on some CEOs of big companies in our segment, and I wanted to see, okay, who are the people they liked or commented the most, and then I use the other API to get notified when these influencers that these people follow post something new, and then I just wrote something in the comment, something smart, which actually happened that I kind of tricked the LinkedIn to be visible a lot because I appeared exactly at the place where people look. So this can help. We have some VCs that are using it to identify the new startup mafia. So basically, they want to see what are the startups that the other already successful startup founders like, comment, support, or where the other successful VCs look at. So that's also quite interesting point.
There is again a lot of use cases connected with mainly account based sell. For example, you have worldwide the 4 accounts where you would like to get in. So
Yeah.
that can be basically the one thing that you start interacting with people from this account, and through commenting their post or the post that they're liking, you just start building the trust and more likely get in.
Yeah.
So that's not achievable with normal cold outreach. So that's basically.
We have a question from Andrew. If we can monitor the total number of employees at a company, yes, we have it in the product and also in the API. So it's just different API endpoint. For the technical of you, it's this company LinkedIn. So sorry, this is to find company LinkedIn. This is actually this is to find. Yeah, this is interesting. So if you need to find LinkedIn profiles of somebody else, you can use this API endpoint. And really, if I put here, we can try this out.
And the number of employees, it should be the upper end point of magic columns, if I remember correctly.
Also here, it's also in the LinkedIn profile.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to try this out, you can put there some. Let's do something randomly. So if you put there it needs to be company profile. Yeah, if you put there something like this, then it should load the information about the company. So yeah, so here we have when it was founded, we have the followers with yeah, 0 employee number 0. So but we choose small company actually. Let me double
We
check.
can take a look if this is a reality, and take a look basically on the people. And
It says people, yeah, actually 0 associated members because it's collecting the people that associate themselves with the company. So if you try something else, outreach, yeah, let's do it like this. Let me try again. So we are getting a bit technical here already. Actually, remove this part and try. So let's see what results we get. Sorry, I think I used a different endpoint. LinkedIn profile. Oh, no, oh, that's it. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So what we got? We got the description, the about. We got yeah, employees, 1,300 followers, and yeah, website and informations like this. Yeah, but so we got a little bit technical.
so long story short, we are able to help you with LinkedIn data enrichment and with LinkedIn outreach. So that's basically what you will find in our API documentation, what we are able to what you are able to achieve with that.
Yeah, exactly. So this was actually pretty technical. For the ones that don't want to use anything like API, you can use our interface where you can just uh, scrape data from LinkedIn. All it needs from you is the list to the filter of the people you want to scrape, or it can monitor for you any accounts. So you can just include the account. So you don't really need to work with API for most of the use cases. If you connect email and LinkedIn, then you can run multi-channel outreach, which means you can send email, follow up by LinkedIn. Then if somebody replies on LinkedIn, it stops on email. So all of that is implemented. So yeah, so I would like to slowly wrap it up, and we still have a few minutes for questions.
The question was the configuration about our N8N server. And to be honest, we are not a good example of N8N server configuration because we just had one free server. So basically, the server where we are hosting at this moment, the N8N is really strong, and we have there around 900 RAM and really strong hardware there, but basically you don't need that.
Yeah, you don't really need that. We just have way too the computer or the server where it is. It's way too strong. So you don't need anything as strong. There is a good documentation. There is a good documentation with N8N. So I don't know. I'm not a programmer, but I was able to deploy this open source version on my local computer and make it really powerful with step-by-step guidelines. So you can look at that. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. You can automate a lot of that. Yeah. We yeah, we can. The workflows that we showed before, the complicated ones, they already take some computing power. So, all right. Before we wrap up, there's a couple of things. Again, if you haven't signed up to get your API key, you can do it right away. Also, if you want to try the other functionalities, then Tom is adding credits to everybody who attended. We are charging credits only for emails because we need to pay Apollo and Rocket Bridge and these data providers. So that's why we charge credits for emails, but that's the only thing. But everybody who joined, we are happy to upload some credits so you can try this out. And yeah, next step. Uh, all of you, if you would like to ask some more questions, feel free really to reach out to me or Tomasz or anybody from the team or send some mail. All the contacts are in the resource, or you can just find us on LinkedIn, or even if you sign up to the platform, you can just send us a message with the chat, and really we will reply as soon as possible. Let us know about your specific use case. A question: how much free API calls we have for evaluation? 1 week. So 1 week, and I don't.
Is it
So
limited for 10,000? I think
yeah,
basically that
something
we
like
set
1,000.
up something basically to take over. Yeah, basically to keep some limits. The 10,000 should be the limit.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So you can test it out, and these first, I think 10,000. I think it's 10,000. 10,000 API calls are on us. So go and try it out. And if I'm not mistaken, if Tom adds you credits, then the API limit is increased by those credits. So yeah, so go ahead, try it out, and let us
If
know.
if you
Mhm.
if you will need something, just let us know and we can
If you need
increase
more
the
than
limits and etc.
you need more than 10,000, just let us know and we can figure this out. Another question, other than LinkedIn scraping, is it also possible to send emails, like cold emails? Yes. Yes, definitely. I can show you. Maybe I'll actually I will connect some other accounts. So let's connect some other account. Uh, yes. I just connected to other account. Yeah, you can run a lot of different campaigns, and if you connect, you can connect multiple LinkedIn accounts. You can also connect multiple emails, and we take care and make sure that your setup like MX record, SPF, DMARC, all of that is set up correctly, so you don't end up in spam. And yeah, you can with our tool, we can prepare leads from Sales Navigator. You can personalize, find emails, and send out everything. So if I show you, yeah, if I show you what yeah, our colleague is sending, then the raw data, he's actually running on LinkedIn outreach here only, but the steps, this is only one step, okay. But you can run campaigns where you have, okay, this is also connections. You can run campaigns where you personalize a lot, have multiple steps. So this is yeah, really easy to build. So if you are interested in setting this up, if cold outreach is relevant for you, then we can advise you on this. But it's also useful for inbound. So we are using it for all the inbound. So anybody who signs up to our platform, then so it's sent to our platform, and we classify the persona, and then if it's relevant, we reach out by LinkedIn or by email. So it works also for inbound. And we also, and this is I think very important, we do a lot of content, and we are using a robot to get all the likers and commenters from our posts, and then we use our platform to enrich information about the companies, about the people, and then if it's relevant, then yeah, we send out yeah, invitation for other webinars, and we try to keep the communication. So I hope I answered these questions. Hannah, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. We
Yeah,
will.
thank you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. All right. Do we have any other questions? No more questions. Right. Will you be expanding your APIs into other social media platforms to get help in marketing funneling? I believe we might be integrating somebody, so to make it easy. But right now, where we feel really strong is LinkedIn and email. So this is what we have in-house. Like on the roadmap, we consider adding other APIs, but it's not the priority at the moment. Mhm. Really helpful session. Love from India, yeah, love from Prague. Thanks for coming. Okay, so guys, if you don't have any more questions, and you had quite a bunch of questions, then I would like to thank you for joining. The next step is that if you really want to reach out, just let us know. Also, I can send you my calendar link. So if you want to book a meeting and discuss, happy to do that. So I'm sending it here in chat. And yeah, we will have another workshop very soon. So I'd be happy to send you invitation. And yeah, so the topic will be also, I believe, will be also interesting. All right, so that's it. Uh, this time we are on time. So thank you very much for coming. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the day.
So see
Bye.
you guys. Thank you. Bye.